Hello, welcome to our assembly for today. I hope you're all okay. I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Today is going to be a little bit about learning and the things that we need to be a good learner. Now, this is important no matter how old you are, whether you're having a play in reception or in nursery, whether you're in woodpecker's class and you're sitting up straight and listening really carefully because we know how sensible you are, or whether you're in year 6 and you've been working really hard towards your SATs tests. So the idea is that we've got a bus stop and we've got a learning bus, and we're going to get on the bus and we stop at each of these bus stops so that we're ready for our learning. We're there on time. And that's the first thing. First stop is getting there on time. So I'm going to read you a story. The story is about Katie, and Katie missed her own birthday treat. Now, put your hand up if you've had a birthday very, very recently. Yeah, lovely. That's really good. Now, birthdays are special. We celebrate them in lots of different ways, and you can all look forward to things that are happening as part of your celebrations. It might be a party with your friends and family, might be presents, might be a special treat, going to see a film, zoo, or something. There's all sorts of birthday treats. And this story is about Katie. It was her birthday. She was going to be 6. And she was so excited because her birthday this year was actually on a Saturday, not a school day. And her mum said that because she wasn't working that day, they were going to go on a special adventure together. It would be a day out, a picnic, so, something really special. Now, Katie's family was very small. It was just mum and her. And because Katie's mum couldn't drive, they travelled everywhere by bus or train. And as you all know, buses and trains have a timetable that they have to keep to. Katie couldn't wait for Saturday. And on the Friday night, she took a long time to get to sleep, because you know what it's like when you're excited about something. She tossed and turned, got all tangled up in a duvet. And then when the alarm went off at 7 o'clock the next morning, Katie did not feel like getting up at all. But the alarm went off. Bling. Oh no, just a few more minutes. I'm so tired, said Katie. Now, Katie had one tricky problem that I forgot to tell you about. She hated getting up early in the morning. She's a bit like me. It didn't matter what day it was always the same story. Oh, it's so cozy and warm. I'll snuggle down and have another snooze. Just a few more minutes. And suddenly, as always happened, her mum rushed in and shouted, "Katie, wake up. We're going to be late." Today, mum added, "Katie, happy birthday. Wake up. We're going to be late. Come and eat your breakfast. Hurry up or the bus is going to go without us." Katie stretched and yawned and rubbed her eyes. Of course, it was her birthday, a special day, and there'd be presents. So she finally scrambled out of bed, put on a dressing gown and slippers and went downstairs. Her mum was bustling about in the kitchen making breakfast. Come on, Katie, sit down, eat up your breakfast. Your cards and presents are in the living room waiting for you. Happy birthday, hurry up. We'll get ready for our special treat. Now, Katie had another really tricky problem that I forgot to tell you about. She ate her breakfast very, very slowly, because she always switched the TV on and watched cartoons while she ate. And I bet some of you might sit with an iPad in front of you or a tablet and sit and watch YouTube or whatever. And because her mum was always so busy getting ready for work, she wasn't always there to say, no, you can't do it. So Katie took a spoonful of cereal and sat there munching slowly. It was one of her favourite cartoons. And before long, she was totally engrossed and forgot about taking the next spoonful. And suddenly, as always happened, her mum rushed in and shouted, "Katie, eat up, we're going to be late. The bus will go without us." Katie took some more spoonfuls of cereal and drank her milk. Her mum said again, "Katie, hurry up, go and get dressed. We've got to get ready and catch the bus at 8:30 for your special birthday treat. You've only just got time to open one present now." Katie went into the living room, and sure enough, there was a little pile of presents waiting for her and a lovely birthday card from Mum. She picked up a big box wrapped in sparkly paper. She hoped it was just what she wanted. It was just the right shape and size. Fantastic it was. It was a new game for her Xbox. She rushed back into the kitchen, hugged Mum around the waist. Thank you, she said. Her mum popped a kiss on top of her head. "Now off you go, get dressed. We don't want to miss the bus. It's a special treat." Katie went up to her room. Her mum had already made the bed, put all the clothes in a tidy pile on top. All Katie had to do was have a wash, brush her teeth, and pop the clothes on. Now, Katie had another tricky problem that I forgot to tell you about. She took ages to get dressed. And this was because she liked to play on her Xbox. And she'd got lots of new games that she liked to play. And today she wanted to try out the new Sonic game. And her new one, it was going to be her new favourite. So she switched it on, and soon she was so involved in the game that she forgot she was supposed to be getting dressed. And meanwhile, her mum was downstairs, washing up after breakfast, rushing around, getting their picnic lunch sorted. And soon mum had everything sorted and was waiting at the bottom of the stairs, shouting, "Katie, hurry up, are you ready yet? The bus will be going without us." No reply. So mum shouted up the stairs again, "Katie, hurry up. Are you ready? It's 8:15, the bus will be going without us." But Katie hadn't even started to get herself ready. She realised at the last minute she had wasted the last half an hour. Desperately, she started to rush around, washing, cleaning her teeth, dragging on her clothes, but it took her another 15 minutes before she ran downstairs. Mum was looking fed up now. "Oh, Katie," she said, shaking her head, "we'll never make it to the bus stop on time now. The special bus will be leaving without us. You're going to miss your birthday treat." Katie's eyes filled with tears. "Oh, Mum, can't we just catch the next bus?" "No," said Mum. "I'm afraid we can't do it this time. It was a special bus, a coach, and it was going to take us straight to the seaside. Now everyone else will have gone without us because you weren't ready." Katie was so upset, tears were trickling down her cheeks. She'd really spoiled her own birthday. Her mum looked at her sadly. "Oh dear, it's such a shame. You've really got to be on time to catch the bus. But I've got an idea. I'll get the bus timetable. I'll see if there's a later bus. It might take us a bit longer, but we'll get there in the end." And that's exactly what they did. They caught a bus that left later that morning, and eventually they arrived at the seaside. It took them much longer though. And by the time they got there, they had to rush their picnic. The beach was crowded, and the fun fair had long queues for all the best rides. Katie still enjoyed her birthday treat, but she learned a very important lesson. What do you think that lesson was? What do you think Katie learned as a result of that? Talk to your neighbour. Share the ideas in class. There were 3 things that Katie needed to do. Okay, see if you've got them all. No more watching TV while she ate. No more Xbox games while she was supposed to be getting dressed. And getting up on time when her mum said to. You've got to be on time to catch the bus. Katie never wasted time again. It's not just about birthdays though, is it? It's about being in school every day. So our school starts at 5 to 9. You need to be in the classrooms and ready to go at 5 to 9. So I'll give you a choice with this one. There's another question. You can put your hand up for it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Does anybody here think they might be a little bit like Katie? Does anybody's mum and dad have to nag them? So what can you do? What can you do to be ready? Okay, have a think about that and see if you can tell me when you see me around school what you've done to be ready like Katie. Okay, see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.